Hey, what's happening, everybody out there? This is Mr. Dave in the Alpine Art League. We are up in Alpine, where we spend a lot of time because we are the Alpine Art League, and we are doing a show this weekend. And here up at the youth center, which has been kind enough to help us out with the facility, we have Ross Provence, and he's a master sculptor in bronze, and it's just amazing the work that he does. So I just wanted to show you some of what he's working on here, and you can find out what goes on in the mind of an artist. What is the thing that gets you going, Ross? What is it that really drives you?
The exciting thing is to create something that is realistic and that is representation of the subject matter of my artwork. Mm-hmm. This happens to be a gentleman by the name of Gage Skinner. He's a mountain man who lives in Pine Valley, California. Mm-hmm. And this is the torso and, of course, the head. The things that make it realistic are things like seeing the sternal mass, or this is the clavicle here. We see the clavicle on both sides here. Mm-hmm. If you see, on this side you can see the sternal mastoid muscle coming down. If you don't see that on your sculpture, it's not going to have a realistic feel. Then this is the body, of course, and we want to have the muscles showing, pectoralis over the chest. The deltoids, the different parts of the deltoid on the shoulder. Mm-hmm. In the back, the trapezius coming down from both sides. And when you have all those and you're satisfied with the anatomy, then we put what we call drapery, or the clothing on. So I'm at the point here, I'm just about ready to start putting on his mountain man leather coat. We'll have some fringes on the shoulder. He'll have his bag of principles that he carries with him. I think Gage has a silver cross that will be hanging there, and a scarf around his neck. So the next phase is to get the drapery on him and finish him off.
And what is it about sculpting that really has drawn you into actually taking this up? I know it's a part-time hobby, but it sure looks like you are one of the best I've ever met personally. It's amazing. So
it's because it's such a beautiful finished product of art. My wife and I have spent quite a bit of time in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and after our 35th anniversary, I had collected brochures on all the bronzes and the galleries, and I said to her, I said, when we get home, I'm going to try to find a place where I can study and see if I can do it. I think I can do it. So I ended up at Watts Atelier in Encinitas and had 6 semesters of weekend art classes. And after a few years, this is what I'm able to produce.
And you've been sculpting starts off with the plasticine clay, and then it ends up as a bronze and fully
Correct.
cast.
Correct.
And let's take a walk over there and take a look at those, and we'll flip the light around here. This is just some amazing work that Ross has done.
This is a bust of Olaf Weghorst, who was a famous oil painter and Western artist. He lived in El Cajon, California from 1944 till his death in 1988, and he was known as Dean of the Western Artists. There's a museum in El Cajon, the Olaf Weghorst Museum, and this piece is also done in a 42-inch monument size, and that's Roy Weghorst, the son, and me as the sculptor, where that was presented to the museum. So this is about 2/3 life size, and people like to have this if they collect Olaf's paintings, to have this bust shown with their paintings.
And the details are just absolutely amazing. Get a little close up. It looks like he just could come alive. Just really exquisite. Well, Ross, it's such a pleasure to have met you and to have you be a part of our organization. And Ross took all of this material and all of his work and brought it down here, and so we're really thankful for that. So, hey, we just want all you guys out there watching this, don't be afraid to give it a go. I mean, Ross is a semi-retired lawyer, and as he described, he just took it up as a passion of his. And when did you start studying the sculpting?
About 15 years ago.
So you were 50?
I was 65.
You started at 65. So it's like Colonel Sanders, man, he just turned into some amazing things, and you started at 65. Well, that's great, because I'm not that old, and so maybe there's still hope. So there's hope for all of us out there. So I just would recommend you go ahead and go for it. take a little bit of your passion and go for it. Put it out there and try and learn. Take classes as Ross has done, and you never know what you might end up with. It's amazing work that Ross has created, and he's blessed so many people with the work that he's done. And these are keepsakes that they'll be here long after the folks have passed. So bringing beauty in the world is an amazing thing. We need more of it. So this is Mr. Dave up here at our show this weekend, October 14th. And we're going to keep putting along, doing other events. Keep track of things at the YouTube channel here, and we'll let you know classes. Ross, in fact, will be offering a class, I believe, next spring in sculpture. That would be 2018. So the work you've seen here, you could get a taste of it, and he could help you understand how that works. So we look forward to you guys participating. Join the Alpine Art League. We need you, and you will really enjoy some of the membership benefits. So check it out. And the last thing I like to say is always remember to keep a grateful spirit and a forgiving spirit inside yourself, because in doing that, we then make a place where joy can grow, and out of joy can come happiness. And what do we say? We say it's more fun being happy. So yeah, so we look forward to seeing you next time, and we'll talk to you soon. Mr. Dave, next time. God bless.